Hello, welcome to another video. Today I'm doing a book video. I will do review of one book. I will do lots of, not lots of, I will do a huge haul, which I am tiny bit ashamed of. Like, I'm not ashamed that I have these books, but I'm ashamed that I bought so many on one go. I don't normally do it. I'm trying to buy two maximum of three and then just read it and buy next ones. I am explaining it this way that I'm preparing some bookish videos and that I will use them for those specific videos that I have in mind, but I think I'm just girl muffing all of it. So let's see. At least I will do a bit of haul, and I want to start actually with a review and not with a haul. Wait, let me... Yeah, here. Okay, so the book I finished reading yesterday is I Have Never Known Men, and I swear I gave it 5 stars. If I could, I would give 6. If I could, I would give 10. This is one of the best books I've ever read. I absolutely loved it. I loved writing, the style of writing, the plot, the depth of characters. I loved everything about it. I am mad that it is only this short because it's only 180 something pages. I wish it was 600 and had 7 parts, but I think that was the point of the book too, to leave you hanging and to feel like you don't have the answers, because the characters don't have answers too. They don't know why is all of this happening. And I started some book journaling today, so I will just read you a very quick review. There will be no spoilers, so definitely you can listen to it if you haven't read the book before. Okay, so what is the plot about? 30 women closed in a bunker, living in a cage with no privacy, watched by guards, always free, who never answer their questions. None of them remembers why they end up there, or when, if ever, they will be able to leave. The narrator is the youngest one, who doesn't remember life outside the cage, or even her name. You need to read it. I cannot express it enough. You need to read it. I read some reviews on Goodreads yesterday, and I think that a lot of people agree with me on how good it is. I saw some funny ones like, I who have never read a book like this, or I who have never read a better book, and so on, made me laugh, but just such an amazing book. I wish it was longer, but also if you are in a position like me, I put myself in the position of having 1.5 months to read 15 more books to reach my yearly goal, which I have no idea if I will be able to do it or not. So if you are in this position like me, this is a good read. It will be a very quick read. It's a short book, but you will have still a lot of satisfaction, and it will make you want to read more. So definitely go for it. And next thing I wanted to talk about is journaling about books, because I discovered it's a weird discoveration. Okay, I don't know where I was going with this sentence. I wanted to say that I have a memory of a golden fish. I don't remember what I read maximum of a year. I can remember stuff that I read, but it might be half of the year depending on how many books I read in this time. And I really want to get into book journaling because of this reason, because I don't remember the books. I remember the feelings that I had about the books. I remember if I liked it or not, if I felt emotional, or if it made me like think about a certain stuff and so on. But because I don't remember the plot itself, I cannot reason my feelings. So I just remember, oh, I liked it, and I felt quite emotional, but I cannot say to anybody why I had these particular feelings while reading it. So that's why I want to do journaling. And today I did it properly for the first time. The way I did it is that at the top of the page I just put the stars that I want to give to the book. I wrote, of course, the name of the book, and then I wrote a very short review with the date. And the first review is without any spoilers. And then the next page I dedicated towards the quotes that I like the most. So I went through the annotation that I was doing while reading the book, because I'm trying to annotate most of the books I'm reading, and I just wrote down all of the quotes that I quite liked. And as the last thing that I wrote is the summary. So here is actually explain almost the whole plot, if not the... If you have any other prompts that you are using, or you know that other creators are using, please share it with me, because I find it that the more I write and talk about the books I read, the better I remember them. Okay, so I would love to have some prompts ready that I can use later on. Of course, not all of them can be used for all of the books, because I think it's very different to journal about fiction or non-fiction, or for example about some romance books. I don't feel the need to journal about them, even though I enjoy reading them sometimes. So if you have any prompts ready that you are using, or the way you're journaling about books, please let me know. Okay, moving on, because I'm yapping way too much. Let's go into the book haul. I am dividing into two, because I bought them on, oh no, three different occasions. The first one is I bought some books while going to TJ Maxx. And if you're living in a non-English speaking country, this is a huge tip for you. You need to go to TJ Maxx, and you absolutely need to check out the books there, because Poland generally is known for cheap books. Like, comparing to other countries, we have quite cheap books, I would say. But the books that I'm finding there, the English books, are cheaper than even Polish ones in Poland. So it is a huge difference in price, and they have very good selection. For example, I bought two classics with like Penguin Classics edition. Amazing! One of the Jane Austen and Great Expectation by Charles Dickens. And they were each 20 zloty, which is literally less than €5. Amazing prices, right? And the two more that I bought there is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. This is a very popular book on TikTok. I don't know if the hype is still as high as it used to be. I might be a bit late on this trend, but I just saw that people are crying a lot and I'm just too interested to not read it. It's the same like They Both Die at the End. I haven't read it yet too, and the only thing I know about it is that people are crying on it a lot. I want to read it as well. But going back to Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, just let me quickly read the back cover of it. This is the story of Sam and Sadie. It's not a romance, but it is about love. When Sam catches sight of Sadie at crowded train station, one morning he is catapulted straight back to childhood, and the hours they spend immersed in playing games. Their spark is instantly reignited and set off creative collaboration that will make them superstars. It is the 90s and anything is possible, okay? I did not expect that. Okay, and the last book from TJ Maxx that I bought is The Power, and I heard about it so much. Let me... Banks. Don't get banks, guys. It's so much work. Okay, anyhow, I heard so much about it, and it was so heavily commercialized in Poland. Like, a lot of travelers and so on were making commercials about it. So I don't know how I haven't had a chance to read it. So I finally bought it in TJ Maxx, surprisingly. But let's go and read quickly what it is about. All over the world, women are discovering they have the power. With a flick of the fingers, they can inflict terrible pain, okay? Even death. Suddenly, every man on the planet finds they've lost control. The day of the girls has arrived, but where will it end? First part of the hold on. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so I am working on a book video. I want to do a book video called 10 books on women's rage. What can we do about it? And of course, this is like a must read because I want to do a mix of fiction and non-fiction. So the first book that I ordered for it is Rage Becomes Her, The Power of Woman's Anger. Like, this is literally the title of the video that I come up with, so I absolutely need to read it, and I think it will be very useful to not only accept the anger instead of hide it inside, but also to know what to do with it and how can we use it and why we should accept it. So this is, for me, it's a must read. Next one is Convenience Store Woman. So Keiko doesn't fit in. She's 36-year-old, she's never had a boyfriend, she's been working in the same convenience store for 18 years. Her parents wish she would get a better job and not me like changing my job maximum every year and a half. I think, yeah, the one I have, it's the longest one and it's been almost 2 years, and other than that, I think I have 16 jobs altogether. I need to count that. I need to fact check myself about my own life. Anyhow, her parents wish she would get a better job. Her friends wonder why she won't get married, but Keiko knows what makes her happy. She is not going to let anyone take her away from her convenience store. Also, she's happy about the convenience store. I thought she's gonna be stuck there. Okay, let's take back our narrative. Okay, I think this is gonna be my next read because it's quite short. So, yeah. Next one is Kim Jong, born 1982. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I will check myself as well. I read this book. This is something that started being more popular recently. This book started for B movement, feminist for B movement in Korea, and it is sparkling the same movement in USA right now. So I read it before, but quite a long time ago, and I want to reread it, of course, before the video that I told you about, but it is a very, very good one. It made me angry, to be honest. It made me feel trapped. In every situation there is something we are doing wrong, or we are not enough, or we are too much, or we are not being careful enough, or being too careful, and so on and so on. So it made me feel angry, but at the same time it made me feel like, oh, I am not making up the feelings I have in these situations. This is something that a lot of women are experiencing, and I think it's very powerful to accept it and also to talk about it out loud to make other women accept it. So this is another must read. Must read. Absolutely must read. Cannot stress it enough. Okay, and the next two books that I will again say it must read. It is maybe not necessarily those two, but the author that you definitely need to get to know too, and this is what I'm doing right now as well, is Han Kang. She is a Nobel Prize winner, a woman Nobel Prize winner, an Asian woman Nobel Prize winner, second Korean Nobel Prize literature winner. I just checked. She got the Nobel Prize for her intense poetic prose that confronts historical traumas and exposes the fragility of human life. I went with two of her books. I went with Human Acts and with The Vegetarian. I know that if you're from Poland, I know that a lot of her books are translated into Polish and are available in very good price as well. So make sure you read them as well. Oi, two more. I'm so ashamed. Why did I do it? Oh hey, I did it for this video. It's all for you guys. Okay, last two books are actually books in Polish because I bought them literally today in a bookstore. And the first book I bought is actually the second part of like Coffee Shop Under the Moon. I love it. I think I read it in one sitting because it was going by so fast and I enjoyed it a lot. This is definitely like a book that you read for enjoyment, but of course you need to have this type of books as well. So I went and bought the second part. Okay, and just want to add it that this is like a book about Western astrology. So it is a very interesting combination of Western astrology, Asian culture, and some magical and fictional like elements. It's a very nice combination. I really recommend you. And the last book I bought is something that I saw and I said to myself, okay, it is my duty to read it. It's called Why is Afraid of Palestine. I don't know if I recommend it to you. I didn't read it. I didn't even read the back cover, to be honest. I saw it and I said to myself, this is my duty to inform myself, to educate myself. So this is another book that I'm reading on this issue to know more and be able to have a knowledgeable argument. So yeah, this is it for today. This is my little haul. Please let me know if you made it till the end of the video. Please let me know if you have any tips and tricks about book journaling or keeping up with your books and remembering about them. And thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Okay, a lot of yapping. I don't know if anybody watched it. Leave a heart if you made it.